Here we go, guys. Episode 172. That's right. 171 was our Melbourne Cup special. And Tassie, MArto, welcome to the show. I'd just like to say thank you for the 150 odd views we got on our Melbourne Cup special.
Ooh.
We're actually trending with Tab New Zealand on Melbourne Cup special, and they actually took us over. They took us but we were for about 5 hours. We were neck and neck, PaLTI and TAB New Zealand in the Melbourne Cup specials. And then eventually the might of New Zealand overtook us. But thanks very much. Pretty cool, eh, Taz?
Yeah, look, if I'd have known that we were competing with New Zealand, I would have got a few more of my cousins to have a look. So I just would have extended out the invite. But it's good. It is pleasing. No, I wouldn't have got those ones over there in Greece. I'm talking about the ones here in Melbourne, Sydney.
Right. The cousins.
There's a few in South Australia. Yeah, that's what I mean. I would have got them on. And not that they needed to watch the show. They could have just clicked on just to get the numbers up.
I think they probably could have they probably reached to Tab New Zealand. I reckon a few of the cousins could have, might have fixed some figures over there for it. We might, I didn't think of that.
You reckon they saw us coming?
The only thing my cousins want to do with New Zealand, let me tell you what they want to do with New Zealand. Get the sheep, slaughter them, get the lamb, get some nice spits going, just ready for Christmas. Some nice zoos. That's what a lot of them want to do, mate.
That's what I'm doing. I'm doing a bit of Matty Rowell. I've got the grass in the background because that's what I'm doing. I'm eating grass at the moment because I'm doing my ass. But I was going to say that's my favourite Kiwi joke. Have you ever heard that one, Tassie?
About the sheep in the grass?
Yeah. How do Kiwis
with the boots
find sheep in long grass? Magnificent.
We've said it before.
We did too, yeah. Well, we do repeat. Now, MArto, well done, mate. Without a fight, gee whiz, it had fight. And then when I look back at the Caulfield Cup replay, it outstayed the other horse, and it was running away, wasn't
100%.
it? So
it did, and
wasn't
like
that
I kept saying, I kept saying it was going to be a true stayers test, and he's got a big heart, and they did run along at pace, and it set it right up for him. I mean, that horse that run second, Sulcum, everyone's bagging Joe Moreira, but I tell you what, Sulcum was on the back of Without a Fight when they made the run, and
that's why they're bagging him.
He did find a little bit of trouble.
That's why they're bagging him. Bags you, mate, because Sulcum was an absolute tragedy coming down the street.
Oh, come on. Joe rode him well. He missed the start by 4
minutes. Did you see how many runs
the way through
He was like
he had one interrupted run. It maybe cost him a half length at best, and there's still no way he's going to catch the fight. Every time you say it's Joe Moreira spoiled the run on Sulcum, you're taking away from Without a Fight.
No, I'm not saying
we're not. No.
But every time someone says it, that's what they're doing.
All right,
MArto, all I want to say is this.
Yeah.
If 300,000 people, including Pezza and I, are saying that Sulcum had an interrupted run down the straight, was without a fight, did take the wrong run, and you're the only one saying otherwise.
Oh, not the only one.
I
read
don't know
a few
who else
reports
has.
today and yesterday, and I think he only found one dead end in the end.
I'm just saying
quite a few.
I'm not saying he would have won the race. I don't know if he would have beat Without a Fight, to tell the truth, because he got used. He got used to catch up to the group because he missed the start again.
Absolutely.
But that's nothing to do with the end of a 2-mile race. Moreira was stiff. He was stiff. He went for runs. They weren't there. And then he went back to the quicksand on the inside. So, mate,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, mate. I don't know what you're watching, but if you look at...
Well, I thought I only saw him run into one dead end.
If you look at the overhead view, look at the overhead view, MArto. It's...
Right, I'll do that.
He had a ton of horse.
This is drone vision.
He had a ton of horse. And he was looking everywhere, mate. And this horse was wanting to win. And it was, and then he went back to the quicksand on the inside. So, I don't know. I don't know. I reckon Without a Fight would have outstayed him, to tell the truth. But
yeah, well, he wouldn't have beast down the last 50. He would have kept going and maybe win by 3.5 lengths instead of 2.5.
But I'm just saying, if you're a Sulcum backer,
it's heartbreaking.
You just never know, because if
you don't.
That's exactly
Without a Fight, and if he did come down the centre where it was good, and if he did get to the outside of who knows? But
who knows?
He was Jesus.
And I think that's the point. Who knows? But the thing is that Moreira made the wrong decision, and then luck went against him all the way down the straight.
He tried to fix it, but
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was going to come back. I just thought Moreira rode well to get where he was after missing the start so badly. Wasn't as bad a miss as the Caulfield Cup. Yeah, for sure. Zara, perfect ride again. He's just.
I thought Moreira, from missing it by 4, and then where he got to the position on the bend with a ton of horse under him, I thought he is the magic man. But unfortunately, the magic man couldn't find any magic in the straight.
Yeah.
But, you know, how good's bloody Shiraz? Oh, I was taking the piss.
Oh, we all were. I did not have Shiraz in my exotics. Man, paying $18 to run third in the Melbourne Cup. That thing was flying late too.
Unbelievable. Wall of Magic, no form.
Actually, they all come from the back, didn't they?
You know?
Yeah.
A couple of good runs. There was a horse by the name of, I think, Interpretation. Is that the one?
Yeah, that was good run.
I mean, that was flying home too. But there are people out there that actually thought, nah. We got a little bit of grief from some.
Yeah, we did get a little bit of grief.
I'll put my hand up. I'll stay here.
I say banana. In I guess, tongue in cheek. But it was a huge run.
Huge run.
It was
absolute
credit where it's due. Absolutely
huge run. But if you're watching the show, Blankety Blanks, I put out a message to Blankety Blank to come on the show, to send us a message to get on, because he's a speed map guy, and we would love to get some knowledgeable chit chat about some speed. I mean, we get
another intelligent brain. Someone else.
Well, I don't know if he's intelligent, but we'll soon see, because we've got you on
data. He's a smart man.
Well, we've got you on the show, and you like speed data.
Last week, Chona was in a blanket finish. Finished a length behind. Won't sack it. I'll probably back it again next start. I tell you what, absurd was absurd at the top of the straight. I was getting a bit keen, but unfortunately, Zach doesn't know where the fucking lane was, and he put him to the quicksand, and he was no chance. So,
dear, it did look the winner for a little while.
It looked good on the bend, and it fought and it kicked, but it was just in the wrong part of the track. I don't know what these kids, you know, like fair dinkum, Mark Zara, he knew where to go. Fucking hell, it was like on an escalator, like on a travelator. And then poor old Solcombe, old Magic Man's gone back to the quicksand. Oh my God, he was making great. Anyway, Zara not great down the outside last Saturday. Tassie finished a slashing.
I wouldn't say it was. I wouldn't. Yeah, it did. It was a slashing fourth.
Never going to win.
Obviously looking for a little bit more ground, but no, it was never going to win. But it was just never going to be that bad. It was just a run.
I know you got a landline to Lloyd Williams. Why did he get rid of Cleveland, mate?
Just wasn't good. Just didn't think it was going to be there. I don't know, to be honest. I listened to his interview on punters.com. I wish a little bit like punters.com we could get Lloyd Williams on. He didn't think they could win.
He wasn't keen at all on his. He was very down. He was just and like MArto said, he was very angry about Victoria racing. So yeah, he was very negative, Lloyd.
Yeah, it's interesting because Lloyd always has trainers supposedly training his horses.
No.
But really he's doing all the business himself.
That's right.
You'd have to think so.
I don't know if this one will be in that stable next time, and it'll be very, very interesting to see.
Well, it's interesting now because he's cut back a lot on what he was doing because he had his own setup, at Mount Macedon and blah blah blah. Yeah. And he had the figureheads. That's right. Johnny Sadler was his trainer there for a while, and of course Johnny Sadler was just on the phone to Lloyd. Lloyd was telling him how much to work, where to work, do what to feed him.
Yes.
So I don't know how well that goes with the Bot and Waterhouse, and I don't know, but anyway.
We had Liam Howley for a while.
Ballroom Bella was pretty good. Second, unfortunately, second doesn't pay to win, so we did miss out there.
And then without a fight,
we've been over that. Yeah, best horse in the race over a true stain. Spectacle of the Melbourne Cup 2023 has been run and won, and Team PaLTI found the winner again.
Yeah, that's
We've gone 2 years in a row. Pezza.
Yeah,
next year's your year, mate.
Tassie, I was thinking about without a fight, it's a good horse, isn't it? I didn't think it was. Last year in Melbourne it was pretty shit, and then it goes to Brisbane, grows a leg, and then all of a sudden It's ethereal. It's the first horse since 2001.
Yeah, but
Melbourne Cup.
Being at the races and stuff, and you guys would have seen it on TV. They then interviewed Friedman, and they were talking about when it came over last year, it raced in the Melbourne Cup, and it didn't really do anything, and then they took it up north and all that sort of stuff. So it was pretty much, I think, its run last year gave them an insight into what they needed to do to get it right for this year, and the plan obviously worked. Good on him.
I don't think he would have won last year, but the wet track wasn't favourable either. He does like a dry track.
Yeah, it was a bit sad to see Gold Trip just run like a...
Oh, poor bastard. Yeah, I really hoped he was going to finish a lot closer, but I think he just outdone by the big weight and the hard track, mate.
And end of a long campaign. And it was great to see Varen Declare just run like it does.
Again. Yeah. He's another one that loomed off the bend.
Yeah.
And then farted and died.
Just want to shout out the Bet Galaxy. Thanks very much for the Spring Carnival support. We've given away 600 skins, $600. 6 times. We've given away a bit of money to our PaLTI Familia. So thank you very much to Bet Galaxy for getting on board. We appreciate everything. MArto, straight into it. MArto, you're sticking Phat.
I am sticking Phat with prowess. I mean, and I'll tell you why. In the Crystal Mile, she ran up against Tuvalu and Antino, two very, very good mile horses. But I was worried in the mounting yard because prowess still had a bit of condition on her. I didn't think she was going to run that well. And she's got over both of them. She's going to come on in leaps and bounds from that run. And it's Zara versus Spencer, round 2. And sorry, Spencer, second place again, mate. Zara comes over the top of prowess. She's going to just sit behind the speed. There'll be Zaki and West Wind Blows will be sitting on setting the pace. Prowess will be one, be sitting right behind him. Pop off and just off you go.
It'd be interesting to see how West Wind Blows pulls up because
that's right.
Had a tough run in the Caulfield Cup. They don't
certainly did, but that was a couple of weeks ago. So he's had a bit of time to recover. But I mean, 2 weeks is not that long in racing, is it? When you have a gut busting run over 2,400 and then you got to back up over 2,000.
And then it's very interesting to see that Jamie Nah back on Zaki.
I don't think that's a bad move, to be honest.
Because
it's also going to be very...
She lost the ride up in Sydney.
Also very interesting.
And then she did. So, interesting to see how Zaki...
There's a few interesting runners in there, isn't there, really, if you think about it? There's one by the name of Lars, number 9. Hang on. A Tissue, number 10. It could do something there.
She's running well this prep.
One of your favourites in Hooter or Hooters or whatever, however you want to pronounce it.
Used to be. Yeah.
I don't think Pinstripe from its Cox Plate run. I mean, it's way overs. Well, I'm just saying this race. That's okay. You can say no as much as you like right now, but no means nothing until after the event.
Right.
True.
But the bottom line is this race, whilst you like this horse, and I have no doubt that it's a great tip, I don't think this race is as straightforward as it looks.
What is MArto?
I just prowess overs. No, get that screen off. I think she's overs. Yes, I'd have her around the $4.20 mark. $6 is a gift.
It's a gift.
Thank you very much. I'll take it.
Now look at this. Taz reckons each way all day. Pezza OTN on the nose.
Each way all day. And do you know what the classic is though?
Flemington race.
Marto's tip. Prowess. This horse here, back in March this year, was beaten 5.5 lengths behind Prowess in a binary stud. So it's actually got Prowess form.
It does.
So it's a little bit deceiving. Geordie Charles has been on this 3 times for 2 wins and a place.
Wow.
Still retains the ride. It's third. It's third in now at 2,000, which I think it suits. There's a lot of good things that are going on with this horse.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think second up it ran behind Renaissance Woman, and it was quite good. Before that, it was behind Wishlaw Lass, which is one of yours. That
was last run. Yeah, not suited at the Valley though.
Maybe I got it the other way around. I just think that this is a really open race. I know Mustang Valley is one that I love from New Zealand, and I like that Oppie comes over and rides it, but I just don't know if it's going to be right. Denying knowledge is probably going to get out the front and try to lead, but I've just got this gut feeling that this is each way all day, all the way to the bank.
MArto, I reckon this is the worst race on the card, and it's pretty typical of
I'm
our
aware then.
Greek little friend to find the worst race on the card. Because seriously, Noah and a deal. That's a Brizzy horse, mate. It should be running at the Sunshine Coast. So, and that's at 27 skins. So
absolutely, and I think
Noah and a deal runs around the Sunshine Coast at 100s.
Let me tell you about Soul Choice. It won the Tassie Oaks. All right, it ran second in the Tassie Guineas, both over 2100.
Is it Mystic Journey? Is it Mystic Journey?
I'm telling you, there is a lot of positives with this horse, and I think that it comes to the right distance.
No,
I'm telling you, each way, all the way to the bank.
Yep.
Yeah, I actually don't mind this one, and another one.
MArto, yeah.
Right, moving on. I was just going to say I don't mind this one, and knowing a deal, I think they're both overpriced. Yeah. I think I should be around the $8 to $10 mark. So $19 is a very good price for your Tassie. Get on each way.
I don't normally tip big ones like that.
No, it is priced though. Here we go.
We're having a crack. The Phantom's nearly out. The Phantom's just about done. I've had enough of the Phantom. He's just a prima donna. Prima donna. Yeah, I think he's turning vegan. That's how bad he's going. So anyway.
So what you're saying is the Phantom, because vegans, and if you're out there and anyone's vegan, please don't take this the wrong way.
If you're Sicilian, they won't eat. If you're gluten-free and all that because of your stomach.
No, but the thing with vegans that gets me, right?
Yeah.
The thing that gets me with vegans and vegetarians is they won't eat the meat, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
But what they'll do is they will starve those animals of their food because they'll eat their food.
How about mine? So how about my brother? He was watching one of those documentaries about all the lambs going to the Middle East. And he went, "Oh, that's cruel. I'm going to be a vegan, I'm vegetarian, blah, blah, blah." And he reckons for 2 years he held strong, And you know what undid him?
What's that?
He went to Bunnings on a Saturday and had the snacks.
The sausages.
And he goes, "Oh, fuck, I want a dirty old bagger."
As soon as you smell them.
And then he's back on the old, he's back on the meat. So well done, Uncle Simon.
But he shouldn't have gotten back on the meat because really all he's eating is rubber.
Well, who knows what the snap was in the sack? This is plastic.
Could be anything.
Anyway,
the Phantom, he's gone too, in secret, the Blue Battler. I love the couple of fours. I think at the track and distance, it's unbeaten. But Imperative, how can you tip against Imperative? Seriously.
Well,
no, you can't.
Yeah, you got to like Imperatrice, but like you said, the danger is in secret. She loves a Flemington track.
Good race.
It's interesting that Flora was held over as well.
Interesting how Bella Nipotina backs up from last week's massive fucking win up in Sydney.
Yeah, same with Espiona.
Espiona, another MArto tip that won. Good to see front page when the the Kosciuszko again or whatever it was.
Yes.
It only won just by going away, didn't it? It just took the front.
Absolutely.
Yep. Star Patrol, it goes well.
Star Patrol, it's a straight track special.
Imperative is
but it's
a little bit like Wayne Carey versus me in a marking duel back in 1994. I think Imperative is pretty special the way it lets down.
Yeah, and Oppie Bossom's back again to ride.
Releases the handbrake, just push the button.
Yeah.
It's got the nitro. It's got the nitro tax.
The blue flames out the back.
Look, it might be a little bit like, I think the shape of the race though is going to test it that little bit more.
Well, there's no bend.
The question is a straight track.
No, there's not. But
that's right.
That's the question.
No, but I still think the shape of the race is going to test it that little bit more.
Yeah,
I don't
think
you need. Don't know. She's pretty versatile.
Shape, mate, when you got her, mate. It's going to be interesting. The straight, I'm worried about. There's no bend. That's what I'm worried about. So I'm not worried about the map. I'm not worried about the other horses. I'm not worried about anything. I'm just wondering, does she handle running in a straight line?
That's right. And will she time the run right? Or does she want to go early? Cannot be hold her together until it's time to go.
We can't get away from Mr. Brightside. Absolutely peasant. Still crying. Still think I won in the shadows.
Beating a pimple.
Still think I won when I watched the replay. Mr. Brightside owners and the owner group went berserk. Jack Rewalt was probably wanting to get back on stage. But,
back on the karaoke.
Yeah, I think Alligator Blood, and of course the Phantom's gone Fangirl, the unlucky horse. MArto's told us all about that. And we told him, didn't we, Taz?
Well,
MArto wouldn't listen, would
he?
We
did.
Come on, she was held
up.
There was no run there.
It wasn't that bad, he said.
Mate,
it wasn't that bad.
We told you on the Thursday what was going to happen to Fangirl. We said it was going to be held up and not going to get a run, and no one's going to let Zach go.
Well, you know what? There's 7 horses in this race. Alligator Blood and Mr. Brightside had a gut-busting run. Fangirl did nothing behind them. Pride of Jenny's going to be out front leading this race, so it only leaves the 3 of them to finish off. Mr. Brightside,
Pride of Jenny, mate, that was the only time it's ever ran like that was last start, mate. It's never ran like that in its life.
I think we'll
never led and from pillar to post like that. It's never taken off by 300. It was just Master Bates just doing his own thing.
Yeah, well, he'll try.
This is a race for him. But Marto, you've got 2 horses in this already, haven't you? The Inevitable, Fangirl.
No, couldn't.
Inevitable's been one of yours.
Couldn't have it. Couldn't have it. Not over 16.
No, of course I couldn't have it either. But it's one of yours in the past. Surely you could.
Yeah, but over further.
Look at it.
No, sorry. It's stupid.
I did look at it and scored 1,600 and said no thanks.
1, 4, 5, 6, 9, 11. He's gone Zaki, West Wind Blow,
Zayrek for the
Pinstripe, Juara,
oh my God.
And of course Prowess. So if the Phantom gets the first 2 legs in, I tell you what, he's gone wide in the 3rd because we want a bit of value. We want West Wind Blows to get beat.
We do, but I don't think it's going to come from Pinstripe. I think Pinstripe's a little bit outclassed in the field, to be honest.
Me and Taz are a believer,
I can't believe he's put Zayrek in. Seriously, if there's one that I was put a line through right here, right now, it'd be Zayrek.
Really?
Whoever, I don't know who the Phantom's talking to, or what he's watching, or what substances or supplements he's taking. Zayrek. Oh my goodness!
It's got a little bit of MArto written all over it, hasn't it, Zayrek?
No,
rough.
Can't say that. I wouldn't know that. Buckaroo and Hooters might go together for MArto, but I don't know how he found Zayrek.
And then
good luck to him.
He's gone 1, 2, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 14. That's true. The Phantom's gone 8 wide in the last. 8 wide.
How many's in a race?
19.
Oh, that's all right. So he's still doing better than your parts do.
8.
8 out of 19.
Quite got half the field.
In.
So
yeah.
He's pretty keen on. He's pretty keen on $1 million.
Which one?
He's pretty keen on $1 million in this league.
1 million different horses.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't put one of your old tips, Pezza, in, did he?
No.
Idle Fighter.
No.
He didn't put that in.
No. He left a few of mine out, actually, to tell you the truth. But I reckon Celine Gaudry, she hasn't had much of a chance over the campaign. I think the Phantom might have found one here for the good boys of racing, the Hayes boys, the young Will and Jay, whatever they are. Geez, they're good boys, the Hayes boys. Good clean skins. It was funny the other day. I was watching the Flemington shorts and they interviewed what's her name?
Will.
No, the good one, not Will, the
Ben,
real
Ben.
good Penny Hayes, or real good, real clean skin, real good. And they asked him, what would you do if you won the Cox Plate? Because he said, I want to win the Cox Plate. I nearly did it with Mr. Brightside. And then he said, I'll probably stop off at the bottle and get a couple of slabs. It was like the weirdest thing coming out of his mouth because he looks like he's going to open a nice Shiraz and let it breathe. He's not going to go to the bottle. I'll get a couple of slabs.
It's quite interesting because, Pezza, when you were saying just earlier before about Mr. Brightside and Jack Rewalt and stuff, he's also a part owner of Salcombe. So they've had a pretty unlucky type weekend or week. So it would be really nice to know if they've got a no-name brand horse running around somewhere that might get up at about 30 to 1 or something.
Well,
so Jack, if you're watching the show, can you tip us?
Yeah, they got 4 of them in it. They got 4 of them in Salcombe. They got Jack Rewalt, Tommy Lynch, Jack Graham, and the Broad, Stuart Broad, or whatever his name is, not Stuart Broad. Nathan Broad. So there's 4 of them in it, and they did pick. I think they picked up 1.2, and then 500,000 for Shiraz. The owner of Solcombe, the main owner, he actually owns Shiraz as well. So he picked up 1.7 for coming second and third.
Unbelievable. Well, my kids, I get everyone involved here, and because I was at the races, I quickly rang or messaged, and I said, "Did we have without a fight in?" Because my son picked 3 horses, and 2 of the 3 that he picked was Solcombe and Shiraz. And between Sarah and Millie, my daughter, and the mother of the children, they couldn't find without a fight. Do you believe it?
Oh dear.
I didn't want to influence.
Maybe they were put off by MArto.
Well,
no,
apparently you were, Pezza.
I don't watch the show.
It and you thought I poisoned.
Really, you don't sit down with the missus and the kids and just.
This is an educational video.
No, I'll tell you. No, they've tried to watch it once or twice, and they just think that the cartoon characters that I work with aren't funny enough.
Oh dear!
I watched the Melbourne Cup special
don't have
back,
the same interest as we do.
I realised I probably talked a little bit too much. I was a bit up and about it, but Jesus Christ, talk underwater. Anyway,
with a sock in your mouth.
Are you keen on anything?
Yeah, I think you're right about Anilla. Anilla could be vanilla. Celine Gaudry back in class a little bit, claiming 2. So wide gate's a little bit of a concern, but it's down the straight anyway. So if they're running home on the outside rail, then she's in the perfect posse.
She's in the perfect posse, I reckon, MArto.
Yeah,
and I think it's going to be a day that's going to suit leaders, and I'd like to see where if Giggles is going to be, because I tell you what,
that's another
3 starts and it's 3 wins in a second, but this preparation,
the Ballarat.
Hang on. This preparation, it was trialing sensationally, and it's backed it up with 2 wins. It drops back to 1,200. To 1,100 from 12. Yeah, it drops back, but I think with the pressure of this race, dropping back 100, it's not going to be a problem. It probably features later on in the show for me, but I really I'm going to include it in all multiples.
Right. Ballarat to Flemington. Okay.
Pez has found a shorty here. Quaddie, one of Tassie's. I'm piggybacking a bit here, but I think you like the die. Don't you, Lady Die and Quaddie?
Yeah, one last week as well. Paid $2. No, I think it ended up paying a massive $1.50.
Rose Hill, race 6, number 4, Quaddie. This race down in Melbourne last start, I don't think it goes as well as it does up in Sydney. I think it just gets on the wrong leg a bit. Quaddie, pocket speaking, absolute tragedy. Blake Shin, I just can't catch Blake Shin or Damien Lane. I fucking hate them. Every time I back them, I put money on, they ride like bloody me. I've been on a horse 4 times, Taz, fallen off 4 times. That's 100%.
4 from 4.
Yeah.
100%.
So Blake Shin, if you want to watch a replay, go watch Quaddie in the last start down in Melbourne in a Group 3. It was absolutely, oh, God. It wasn't Solcombe, but it was close. It wasn't great. Anyway, Nashi jumps back on. Gerald takes it back to Sydney. MArto, you only got to beat 6.
Well, yeah, and I don't like the favourite in this race, the Toppy.
I think it's a false favourite because I think Royal Merchant was horrible last start.
Yes. I couldn't have it at $2.50, I'll tell you what.
No.
But I would have the 5 in the Quinna. I do like Quaddie. I think Quaddie's a winner here. But I like Dolcini to run in 2nd or 3rd. So if you're going to put the exotics, Dolcini.
Yeah.
I looked at this race because there's a couple of because of Quaddie.
Yeah.
And the only reason, Pezza, that I didn't, because I contemplated it, I didn't tip in this race is because
you didn't
my
mind
eye
roots.
keeps going back to roots. Yeah. And that's the only problem. Right. And I'm like, which one of those two is going to win?
Good to see Tommy.
I don't rate Royal Merchant.
Pretty confidently as well. Good to see Tommy. Very good on you, mate.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's back.
I think Taz is gone.
Fire. He's popped
Taz
out.
Is gone.
Oh, he's left us. He thinks it's over.
I think Tassie's upgraded. It must have been the first 4 mystery. He's upgraded into the AirPods.
That could be too, yes.
He touches his ear, he does something, he just cuts off.
Switches off. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think
How
he
good was
doesn't
that
know
first
how
ball
to
mystery,
use-
though?
He doesn't know how to use the AirPods, to tell the truth. Oh, I'm going to let him back in. Should I let him back in?
Knocking on the door. Knocking on the door.
Here he goes.
Ding dong.
A 410.
Oh, he just dropped off.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't touch your ears.
You must have, don't touch your ears, mate.
Yeah, I'm not allowed. No.
MArto,
The knockout.
That's the
name of the game.
here we go. MArto's up first. Melbourne race 2, number 7.
Ooh.
Vespertine at 23 cents.
Vespertine. Race 2, number 7. Absolute shocking run first up, but that's what she does first up. She fires second up. Bring her home. $23. It's over the odds. Let's get her home.
I like Graham Begg and Mickey D combination.
Absolutely.
It's like a Graham Begg, Geordie Childs. Get in.
Yes.
It's a shitty race too. So
it is a shitty race.
Now, talking about shitty races, the Phantom's gone 8 wide at the last, and we want Give Giggles to win.
Absolutely.
We do want Give Giggles to win. And I was weighing up whether to go all in and just take my Fister as the best roughie also. But you know, why put all your eggs in one basket? Give Giggles, I'm telling you, it's going to give us a fair shake and a fair scare. And as I said, I'm having it in all my exotics.
I don't mind a bit of a system. Harry Coffey in the last at Swan Hill. I'm a bit keen on Harry Coffey in the last at Swan Hill. So Harry Coffey hasn't had much of an opportunity over the Spring Carnival. Can ride. So I don't mind him getting on a McAvoy.
I know that MArto did say that Ballarat to Flemington, but if I remember correctly, there was a horse by the name of Hariba that won in a bush before it went on and become a champion. Yeah. So sometimes they've got to earn their stripes.
What about Chitaka?
You're not in a high class race either.
Chitaka won a maiden at Pakenham.
Yeah, there you go. They got to start somewhere.
And talking about starting somewhere, absolute pick of a horse. It was in one of those, fancy races last start and absolutely got belted. It was like, it was beaten like 15 lengths, second last. Sydney race 1, number 1. Sydney race 1, number 4. New Republic. Jason Collett jumps on, which I think is good. It's a small field. There's only 8 in it. So at the moment, we're praying for no scratchings because we're looking at the $5 skins. This horse gets back. Needs a bit of luck. But I tell you what, it's already from 60s in the 34s, boys. It smells a little bit funny.
Yeah.
So, and it's a shitty race. Unanimous is in it too, which I actually...
Terrible race.
I threw in Unanimous as my inter knockout last week, and it finished midfield coming from nowhere. So if Unanimous wins at 10 skins or this wins at Benny 2 bets Pezza, it'll be...
He's riding it very well. Colin is the you'd probably say the... one of the form jockeys in NSW at the moment. So
the best backmarking jockey in Sydney.
Yep. And
the best backmarker.
Jay Collett doesn't make a lot of mistakes in the run. He sort of always makes the right decisions weaving through.
Yep.
So he does.
And he knows Rose Hill. He rides Rose Hill better than Randwick. So yes.
Taz, you got to sound us off. You went to Cup Day. Tell us the story, mate.
Yes, I went to Cup Day, and I didn't even know about these mystery bets that you can do. But anyway, we're on a train on the way home. Lord and behold, he's there, and Jono's got his phone out. He goes, "What's this?" And I said, "He's like, yeah, we'll put a mystery bet on." I said, "Yeah, all right, but what do we got?" He showed me, and I said, "The 17's run fourth." I said, "We're on the train here."
Yeah.
He's like, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yeah."
You booked
anyway.
You booked 4 for $6 on a mystery bet on sports bet.
25%, $6, 4 of them, and
that's 60,000 to 1.
I'm thinking, and I said, yeah, well, it's actually it is. It's close to that. But I said to him, I checked the race, and I'm like, I think this is paid $5,000. Anyway, when we check the account, there's 9,000 in there.
Yeah.
and he's like,
paid 30-something grand.
I'm like, oh, yeah, it paid 36, and I'm like, oh shit, I looked at the wrong race.
Oh.
So we thought
it was a $41 winner for Scare or whatever the bloody Johnny Allen.
Yeah, I think it was number
Mosquito.
16 or 13
Yeah,
or
14.
But it was down the bottom. But the thing is that we were thinking we're splitting about 1,200. And no, we were splitting nine and a bit.
Yeah,
wow, what a way to finish the day. Cup
mystery,
day,
a mystery bet,
mystery ticket.
$6.
Unbelievable. Only you could do it, Taz. Only you could do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
I'm going again on Saturday. So today I was planning on going.
Yeah.
But a mate of mine pulled the pin on us, and then I had to take my daughter to the airport, so I didn't go.
Okay.
Hindsight's probably a good thing that I didn't go, because I don't think I would have had a good day financially.
Right.
I would have gotten on the gin and tonics, but I'll be there on Saturday.
Good on you, mate. Flying the PaLTI flag.
Hopefully Razor won't ghost you this week.
No, he's in a marquee, mate. He doesn't come into the members.
He's on the
he's
big
even
swinger.
more exclusive.
Big swinger.
Yeah.
We've got a minute to go, boys. Thanks very much for your effort over Spring Carnival. I know I ask a lot. Well done for the Melbourne Cup special. Stoked that a lot of people watched. Let's hope the PaLTI Familia like and subscribe to the channel. And
off the carnival with a couple of winners.
Yeah, it'd be great to see the fan and walk away with a Quaddie. And of course, it'd be nice to see the boys line them up.
Get on early and get going.
Yeah, Sydney race 1. There we go. Number 1, Benny 2 bets. Unanimous to New Republic. Let's go. All right, boys. Thanks very much, Huro. MArto, well done.
Good on you guys.
Yeah, well done, MArto. Well done, Peter. Take care, boys. Have a nice one.
All right, Huro.
See you, boys.
Salute.
The line through it.